Hey folks, so it's shortly before lights out, and I did some major rearranging today. First of all, I split the Aglaonema silvers that were together. They were already separated, but for some goofy reason, I had decided to plant them together in an 8-inch pot, and well, I separated them out again, forgetting that I had actually physically separated the two clumps. Excuse me, and just planted them together. So now they are fully separated and in 6-inch pots, and I'm alternating now with the Cuprea, which I really like that idea of having the dark and then the light and then the dark and then the light. They need to get shifted a little bit here and there, right and left, to balance themselves out a bit, but I like the way it is coming out, and sure enough, my lights are about to go out. I moved the small cutting of the Dieffenbachia Vesuvius back out to here. I want to find a spot for it tucked away inside there somewhere. And here we go. All my lights are now going to go out. So let me turn on the night lights real quick. So in case they do go out, I can still keep filming here without leaving all y'all completely in the dark. There we go. And I took the all of the gloriosums, the two that were ended up in the workroom from the split between the tube and the pot, which are now on the left side of the planter, and the gloriosum that was right over there with its two pieces in the 8-inch pot, and both pieces are now on the right side of the planter. And we'll see how they do. You can see the I still managed kind of to keep its orientation properly in the soil. It was a little difficult, with the root mass and all, and the different shaped container. But yeah, I think they'll all recover nicely. Now I just got to leave them alone and let them really recover and recuperate and not bother them. Although they are going to probably get slid around tomorrow once they absorb how everything looks here and see. I do want to get it centered into the very center of the median strip, I'll call it. There is the flower of the coleus, and everybody else is doing more or less fine, as you can see. I do have a watering issue going on. The plants, for some goofy reason, have slowed down their water consumption drastically, so now I am lifting up each tube on its holding screw. It doesn't take a lot, and there's a little bit of play. So all I have to do is just like that, and I can instantly feel how heavy the tube is. And from now on, that's how I'm going to determine how each tube gets watered. It eliminates the guessing game. It's no more assumptions. I was basically, without even realizing it, beginning to water the gigases to death. Yeah, they're soaking wet, and they've been soaking wet for a good 5 or 6 days, and I just had no idea. Yeah, none of them got water today. They got only half their water regimen yesterday based on my suspicions, and it didn't even occur to me to just go and lift up the tubes. It did this morning. So, yeah, much better way, and I should have thought of it earlier. I had a major long-term brain fart. Yeah, Alocasia Ivory Coast, doing great. I might have an overwatering issue with that little Black Dragon coleus as well. Otherwise, everybody else is doing great. I found a mystery corm in with the excuse me, with the gloriosum. I have no idea where it's from, and it's about 3 inches long. The corm was all the way at the bottom of the pot. And yeah, the corm starts, there's about 1.5 inches of sphagnum bed, or maybe 1 inch. It's right there. So coming out, you can see the corm sprouted, and it goes from that. You can see that bottom layer. There's almost a line differentiating between the bottom pack layer of sphagnum that I first soaked, and then the looser stuff that I put all around the corm moving up. But yeah, that looser pack above that, you can see the horizontal line fairly well from the water soaked sphagnum, that 1 inch bed. All of that grew up words from the bottom of the pot it was in with the gloriosum. So yeah, it's either going to be a mellow or a silver dragon. Although it might be an alocasia cuprea. I don't think it is. I think it's either going to be a mellow or a silver dragon. So we'll see what happens with that. And before my lights, well, I'll keep on talking a little bit longer because you'll be able to see the nighttime jungle effect of the night lights that I keep on here for a couple hours after lights out, just so I can enjoy the room with my tunes in a darker setting. And I'm hoping that they don't take too much longer before they go out, because I just don't want to fill your ears with dead air time-wasting material. There is the Pink Princess leaf, one of the latest to come out. This is one of the ones that looked banded when it was rolled up from an earlier video. And I might take the right hand stem, the right side stem, and separate it out, because it's already traveled off of the pole completely, and the left side has now centered itself directly onto the pole. So I might prep another pole tomorrow and get the right side, just do a straight stem cutting, leave it out for a couple hours to dry up and seal off, and then plunk it directly into a pole, much in the same fashion that I think I'm going to end up doing this puppy when I do it. I don't think that the air layering technique is going to be a wise thing to do, because I need all the roots to be growing on the back side of the stem of this plant. You'll see when I do the video for how for the pole that I prepped, and how I intend to have it lay in there, and why, and what I'm hoping will happen. It'll become clear, and hopefully I'll be able to do the same procedure, maybe even before I do this one with the Pink Princess. And if all goes well, it shouldn't take long before it's rooted in, and then it'll downsize a couple leaves and then come right back up again, and then I'll have a Pink Princess to slap onto here with nice big leaves already growing from the lower area of the pole. Of its pole, instead of being, a little bald at the base of the pole, the way a lot of them tend to start out, like that guy right there. So, at any rate, the Maculata has put out a new leaf. I'm not sure how big it's going to be, but there you go. That's the first leaf after it's being fragmented from its parent plant. And I split up again the two silver syngoniums. We've covered that already. The alocasia cuprea here is doing very well, but I was a little bit disappointed with the size of the leaf coming out. But the next watering, not next watering, but the watering after that, we go back to normal strength fertilizing after the little mini flush, and another watering or two with just regular straight dechlorinated and mosquito bits prepared water. And I did move a mellow out to here from the workroom, and there you go, my lights kicked in. And here you can see now just the general, it is a little bit brighter than what it appears to be on camera. I can make things out much better than what I'm seeing here on the view screen, but you can see what I look at once lights are out and I come out here to chill and sometimes have dinner and listen to some tunes before I do my nightly retire. So there you go, folks, and we will close today. Ooh, look at that. Spooky! It's staring at you. Ooh. Doesn't that look alien? Have fun.